What's up guys and videos, and this is Enzo and I'll be playing Asagao's Academy. If you guys don't know what's Asagao Academy, Asagao's Academy is a dating sim game. Yeah, it is. This is created by Kara Hillstock, Danielle Hargrave, and Hargrave. I don't know if I'm saying the last name correctly, and Nikki. I'm not sure if I'm saying these people correctly. This game was created at April 21, I think. I'm not sure, but I just heard this game was released in this year. That's all I know. I found out this game at the Completionist, and I was kind of interested somehow because it has all the cast of the normal boots and also Hidden Block. And the point of this game is the character here, right over there, that pink girl right over there, is gonna date one of the Normal Boots cast. So that's just the introduction of what this game is about. So first of all, I have no experience of playing any dating sim games at all. So this is my very first time playing. Second, I have no experience of dating, so if this game can teach me how to be good at dating or interacting with someone, let's do this. Let's start right now. Well, let's start right now. Let's play. Chapter 1. Let's go. The train made a long way to the gentle curve of the coast of Japan, whisking me farther and farther from home. Across me sat a boy, face half buried in a newspaper. Wait, is there any what's this auto? Oh, sorry. He was deeply interested in whether article he was reading and hadn't spoken a single word to me, even when I asked if I could join him in the last compartment with any available space. He shrugged, nodded. He adjusted his newspaper without ever making eye contact. It's been almost an hour. In fact, he hadn't once looked at me. Devoid of conversation, I took instead to counting the buttons on the potential lush Carmen seat cushion. 1, 2, 3, 21, 22, so forth, over and over. Now and again, I turn to look out the window where the trees are blurring by. Sometimes the smeared green would break and reveal the quiet blue of the Sea of Japan. Eventually, this rapid made my stomach churn, and I went back to continue the buttons on the seat of cushions. 1, 2, 3. The train compartment shuddered around us. My eyes wandered to the boy in his jacket. It wasn't the school-issued blue that I and the other students on the train were wearing. Instead, it was green, varsity-like jacket with a embroidered with a patch poorly sewn in front. Oh my god! Is that Pro Jared? Just saying, he's kinda handsome. Wow. Comparing him in his in real life, they wow, but I mean they look I mean this one looks more it looks more beautiful, handsome here, but I mean Proja's cool looking guy. But anyway, so you're the first year then. I cannot make the voice of Projared, but he looks like I don't know, whatever it is. He folded his newspaper neatly, set in his lap, and looked at me with a half-interested gaze. Did you just call me? Wait, did you catch me staring? Now that paper was gone, I saw his face. He watched me through heavy-lidded eyes. His hair was immaculately groomed, his teeth straight, blindly bright. There was something about him, the way the light hit him, that made him look like he was almost sparkling. Me? Is that his voice? Well, okay. He glanced around the compartment empty beside us and laughed. Oh, I'm not first year. I'm a third year. The train began slow, metal wheels grounding against the metal track. The sudden shift threatened to rob me whatever was left in my stomach, but I closed my eyes and took a deep breath, willing myself to keep it together. What kind of impression would I leave, puking on the student before even I arrive at the academy? The boy frowned. I picked the hem of my cotton shirt. Wait, I said shirt, I said skirt. That's not possible! I've never seen you before. I can make that voice. It took me a moment of mouth fishing to find a respond. It's because I'm a transfer student. He laughed again. A transfer student, huh? Wait, the voice. A transfer student, huh? We don't get many of those. I removed my acceptance letter from the front pocket of my uniform, the paper heavy weight of white. He accumulated crease from my reading it as if words might have changed since the last time I read it. The boy took it and studied it and handed it back to me. Well then, Hannah, I suppose I'll be seeing you around. Wow, they actually sound like. Did they actually use his voice? I hope they use their voice from the normal boots, but based on this, I think they have all the audio cue from them, all of them. Weird. That's cool. That's really cool, actually. Anyway, let's continue the story. By the time I hiccup respond, he was already gone from the compartment. I started out into the empty hallway of the train. It was then that I realized he had gotten in front of my acceptance letter and knew my name. I never got his. The train settled at the station and I filled up with the rest of the uniformed student. It was early April and the last frost of winter has come and gone. The trees are already green, the leaves are shivering in the occasion of gust, weaving through them. The air was mild, only a few clouds hanging in the sky. I walked along the rope with the swarm blue jacket bodies, looked at the little groups of breaking off from the crowd. Everyone's buzzing so amatically around me. I held my suitcase tight in my sweaty hands. It was leather bound and warped more than anything he could clean. It was far to the school, and I was, for the first time in my life, thankful that I owned didn't amount that much. My school issued black Oxford clicked on the pavement. I walked this walk over and over in my mind, so my night I laid awake, imagining what it would be like to walk home from the transfer station of Asagao Academy this first time. My new start. I always imagined that everything would change for me in this walk. That somehow everything would be magically different. But as I look around, I realized nothing had changed. I hadn't changed. By the time I reached the massive gates of the academy, I'd forgotten all about the disappointment slouching in the back of my throat. The school, framed by the gates of twisting black metal, was just as beautiful as the glossy photo I saw in the pamphlet. This was it, Asagao Academy. I glanced around. The swarm of students gathered around the gate. Beyond it, a tiny blue people bounced around the academy main building. A girl passed the button one side of the gate. Excitement in the air was almost palpable. A few moments later, the black gate, with a great effort, creaked outwards and cleared the pathway. As the rest of the group shifted into motion, I followed along and a sheep in the herd. My stomach tied itself into knots. The crowd splits off in a different direction for a moment and I panic. Oh, okay. Okay, before I keep continuing reading the dialogue, I'm sorry if I suck at speaking, or maybe I sound weird or odd or annoying. Apologize for that. Well, if you just read looking at the text and I don't read anything, kind of looks boring, so let's just keep reading. So I apologize if you guys are disturbed by my vocals, or already been disturbed from the beginning, but I guess let's just continue, I guess. A tired-looking man, graying hair, called out for the first years, cluster of fresh-faced students gathering around him. Wait, I just sound like some poetic person, but I don't look like it. Look like it, I mean, I don't sound like it. Continue. Hey, hey! Look at the girl! I turned a few feet away. A small group of boys were pointing at me and snickering. Posh boy. Pink hair! Are you kidding me? How desperate can you get? Hot shame crawled down my neck. I attached myself to a group of girls, flowing a few steps behind them. In the distance, cascades human time to my shoes crunching against my gravel. My hair! It wasn't my fault that my hair looked like this. Luckily, I found myself at the girls' dormitory, a large sign in the lawn reading Primrose House. The building dwarf in mean size and sheer intimidation. How many students did Asagao have? As I approached the building, a red-headed girl lingering nearby caught my attention. I looked away, then I looked back. She was staring at me. She walked over. Okay.
You must be my roommate.
Well, that smile freaked me out for some reason, but well, not really. Yes, I am. I eyed her warily. She was smiling, bouncing in a way that suggests her views on life were akin to the perpetual bounty-esque castle.
What?
Me?
Bingo.
Of course, you silly. Let me guess. Room 2325? I thought back to the paper. I received a month per year with a list of all the supplies I needed for the year and my dorm arrangement. Yeah, that's right. She laughed, but I couldn't figure out what's so funny. Was she laughing at me? Don't tell me she's laughing at me. That's not a good thing. When I found out my roommate was a transfer student, I knew you were gonna be my total main character. I'm sorry. What? When I saw you outside the gate, I knew it was you. I mean, look at that hair. What's wrong with my hair? People are complaining with my hair. But anyway, I felt lump forming my throat. What was she talking about? She had to be making fun of me. I haven't spent more than 5 minutes on campus and I was already being mocked. My hair is awesome, and I believe in that, but I don't think she's making fun of me, just saying. Let's just see. My hands begins to tremble. Isn't there something wrong with my hair? Her face slackened from his amused smile, its more worried expression. Then she began to laugh again. No, it's great. I'm sorry. Oh, there's a voice on there to notice. But thank God she liked my hair. It's beautiful. It's very beautiful. Why am I even? I'm not even her anyway, but it's beautiful too. I like the voice actually. It's cool. I bowed my head. It's nice to meet you. Bye. All the school books waiting in the room with your welcome letter and a reading envelope. Oh, I hope you're not mad. I started to walk towards the dorm. From there, I followed behind like a lost puppy. Did you check the front desk already? No, I didn't. I didn't know. I was supposed to. Okay. Well, okay. They offered a staff member give you a tour of the campus, but I can show you around. Why don't give many transfer students in a year? 3, you know. Is that your only bag? Just that one? I'm glad I brought an extra bag of stuff to decorate our room with. I started already. I hope you don't mind. But I did wait to string the lights. I thought we could do it together, you know? She spoke in quickly. words bubbling from her mouth. It left me no time to answer until the end of her monologue. Yeah, okay. That sounds good. She had the front door open for me and hurried inside. Okay, that's beautiful. I mean, the drawing's beautiful and the hallway looks better. I think it's... well, it is beautiful. Girls filled up and down the hallway, hollering the greetings and exchange vague nieces that were, more often than not, "How's your break?" and "Look how a tan you got." It seems like everyone knew each other. I followed Mai as she led me through the maze of students up to the flight of stairs. Each dorm floor block is the same as the last narrowed white door lining both sides of the pale pink walls. Thin gold numbers, tack the front of each number as we climb. You're not missing anything. Messing. Lol. You're not missing anything. With the campus tour, I promise. Mr. Saitomo does this every year. He's like Turtle Doll. He just drags you around the entire campus and talks in that weird, squeaky voice of his. I'll tell you everything you need to know. What's this anyway? Prof. Sunny. I smiled, trying to let this calm my nerve. Thanks! We headed all the way on the 3rd floor. Mai stopped us in front of a dorm number 325. Here we are. Okay. That is weird. By the way, that one to the left, that picture of... is that a guy holding some kind of teddy bear and some tiny whiteys? And there's some more of those boy stuff. The boy guy with some kind of... he's shirtless, and girl and the cats and... tortured souls. The one only my guitar understands me and... okay, whatever. World tour. A faint smell of potpourri wafted through the room. The walls, like the hallway, were soft and powdery pink. I already faced them in a tapestry of posters, magazine cutouts, and photographs. Some of the photos were cats, but most were male. Okay, I just looked at the models, and the one is in underwear and some teddy bear, and the right one looks like some kind of boy band, but it's based on that tour name. Okay, it is a boy band. Well, it says Tortured Soul. Anyway, let's go. A bunk bed, 2 writing desks with a wooden chair, a small dresser, and a mirrored vanity, all clear provided by the school, were the only piece of furniture in the tiny room. The top bunk was already covered in neatly tucked blankets and throw pillows in clashing patterns and colors. The bottom bunk has a single stiff-looking pillow and a thin cotton blanket, and I didn't touch to know what horribly itchy. It must be Grimace. Grimace? I know. Because Mai quickly smiled at me. I brought way too many pillows and blankets. I always pull overpack. I went to Italy over the break, and my mom got really mad at me because I brought my 5 bags, but we were only there for a week. She laughed, pulled several blankets and pillows for her bunk, and rearranged them neatly on mine. A sudden twinge of guilt and embarrassment hit me. There. That's much better. Thanks, Mai. I placed my suitcase on the bottom bunk and began to unpack its contents and several change of clothing, pens and pencils, empty notebooks, and a few photographs of my father. This dilapidated stuffed rabbit, and an old portable radio in a small black box. Mai opened the curtains and sunlight poured in. So, where are you from? I slid a now empty suitcase under the bottom bunk. About 2 hours north of here, it's a small town called Amiruitsu. You probably haven't heard of it. Apologies if there's any Japanese words. Apologies if I couldn't pronounce correctly. I'm not Japanese. Anyway, let's continue. I see the stuffed rabbit. Mr. Bunny! On my bed, oh wait, it's her anyway. On my bed, besides a purple and teal throw pillow. Oh! Did you get a Did you get that to a different boarding school? Or, no, I went to a public school down the street from my house. Public school? What was like? Where the students mean? Did you have a lot of friends? I always went to private schools. My parents worked a lot, and my dad goes overseas, so I think they stuck me here for convenience. Oh hey, what's that? I removed the ordinarily patterned origami crane from the black box and was setting on the unclaimed writing desk. Oh, this? My mother made it for me a long time ago. I sat beside stack on a thick textbooks, which I assume were provided for me. Aww, it's pretty. It's so pretty. I've never seen paper like that before. Oh yeah, the lights. Let's get them. Mai went to her own desk, opened the drawer, and pulled out a long, tangled string of fairy lights. I thought these would look nice. Here, help me string them up. She grabbed the container, pushed the pins. They pulled her wooden desk chair out and over to one wall, and I did the same with my own. Together we pinned the lights around the perimeter of the room. How was the train? Trying to make this voice sounds a little bit annoying, but how was the train ride over? Did you meet anyone? No, not really. I was in a compartment with some guy and... Some guy, huh? Was he cute? How do you know he's cute? That's the question. She's guessing correctly. Well, yeah. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't even get his name. Mai seems disappointed for a moment, then perked back up. You have to point out to me if you see him again. Okay. Once we finished stringing the lights, Mai climbed down for her chair and brushed her hands together triumphantly. Done! Okay, now it's time for lunch. Food here is pretty good. There's this ramen place down the street from campus that's like out of this world, but the school only lets us leave campus on weekends. Mai walked to the window. We could go today because it's Sunday. It's pretty nice out, but I guess you might want to go to the cafe since you got here. We could... She's suddenly interrupted by her own enthusiastic laughter. Oh my gosh, Mimi Santos... Wait. Oh my gosh, Mimi Santos totally just tripped outside and fell over her face. I saw it. Oh, is that mean to laugh? Maybe I shouldn't have. Oh well, anyway, let's go eat. I'm totally starved. She let me out of the room before I even had a chance to respond. The cafeteria was buzzing with students, excited for the new year. The only people aren't as nervous looking as I felt. The table skittish, wide, first years. I stepped into the line behind, Mai taking an empty plastic tray. We shuffled through, me asking for help with the sulky cafeteria worker when we passed something that looked good. With a full tray, Mai led me straight to the table in the back where a few students were already sitting. Mai sat down and I sit across from her. Okay, who is she? Just kidding. Hi, Maya. How was your break? It was good. I went to Italy and Spain. Dad fell off the ski jet and broke his ankle. It's better now. It's better now, though. Oh. Yeah, make the voice. I cannot make the variation of voice. I can't either. Oh, well, that's nice. Expect to be introduced by the girl turned back to her group of friends, and Mai turned back to me. She began to insult her food with a fork and tell me it's practically minute by minute account by her fleeting romance last summer with a boy she met on the beach that didn't go further with a few salty kisses. I sat back and let Mai talk. For the first time, seen arriving on the campus, I felt like I was finally able to breathe. I picked up my Brussels sprouts and studied Mai as she spoke. The more she talked, the more I began to notice a small detail about her. She had a high songbird voice.
What?
She was a dynamic. Her face was twisting this way, the way to exaggerating expression as she spoke. She laughed often. She imitated people in wildly unflattering voices, like me for some reason. Oh, well, that is me anyway, seemingly unrelated to her actual opinion of them. But most notably, she talked of. I skipped that! Damn it! I didn't find it particularly annoying as it filled the silence, and she hardly ever asked questions that requires my full attention. Just as Meyer was rounding off the shockingly detailed account on the time she accidentally walked on her friend's older brother in the act of changing, a flash of familiar green caught my eyes. I glanced over. Hey, that's it. Oh, wait, hey, that's him. What? Who? Huh, who? Hey, wait, I need that voice. I leaned across the table to whisper, just in case he could hear me through the ambient chatter of the lunchroom. The boy from the train. That's him.
What?
Jared? Yeah, with the green jacket with the swoopy hair. He just picked up his tray, was walking past us when something seems to catch his eye. Oh, crap. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry if you noticed that, my battery's low. I'm sorry for that. Wow, that's such a stupid of me. Anyway, let's go back with the game. Sorry. Very sorry for that. Apologies, by the way. Let's continue. Oh, you. I looked at him suddenly, realizing he was talking to me. Oh my god. It's Jared. I need to be confident. Just kidding. Why am I doing? Lol. I'm trying to. It's just a game, but I'm pretending to look like I'm trying to be the girl. Hannah, I met you in the train. How are things settling down for you? Really well. I found my roommate, and she's been helping me out. I gestured to Mai, who was thunderstruck, in fact, looking around everyone's was. People stopped eating to turn to stare at Jared at me, my shoulders bunched around my neck. Well, if you ever need any help, I'll be around. Third year, right? I nodded. Some of my friends, are in that year. Of course, they can compare to me, but I give them a heads up and look out for you. He flashed a dazzling smile, then wink. It's the least I can do for such a cute girl. I feel such impressed. I don't know what the word is. Flattered. Yeah, I feel flattered. Oh my god. Anyway, well, see you around. I don't know why my face just looks so constipated for some reason. But let's go back to reading the dialogue. I watched a torrent thought of raging through my head as he took a seat next to a bunch of guys who were really wearing the same jacket. That's Jared. She tore her eyes from him and looked at me. He's the most beautiful guy in school. I think, dude. I think that's good, but let's. I can't believe he just looked at me. Well, duh. I look at her cheeks were glowing instant pink. Why do they all wear those jackets? Aren't all those guys supposed to wear blue blazer as part of their uniform? No, they're allowed. You know Jared? Oh wait, this is the girl. The girl turned back around, was looking at me, sudden interest. Did I know him? I only talked to him on the train for a few minutes, so not really. We aren't friends or anything. But looking around, Mai and his girl weren't the only ones who were interested. Everybody seems to be listening in. They seem so surprised when they talk to me. Maybe a little white lie couldn't hurt. Okay, I guess this is reading. Honestly, if I was in this situation, I'll be honest. Not really. Oh, she looked at me up and down, sniffled and turned away. That was just it? Wow, that's mean. Well, I guess because they were so interested with Jared. Anyway, Mai leaning towards me. Don't mind Mimi. She was just trying to get you with you. She's trying to get in with you. Get in with me? Why? Well, you asked me about these guys and their jackets, right? Those are the Normal Boots Club jackets. They're... what? What's Normal Boots Club? Wow. You know, let's just judge based on what's been going on. First of all, Jared is basically looking to himself and saying, I'm beautiful, I'm handsome. And basically, Jontron's basically looked so pissed at PBG or Peanut Butter Gamer or Austin. And I played as a Game Boy. I think a Game Boy, the first one. And we have Completionist, the Completionist. I forgot the is that Shane from Digital Gaming? Oh, that's why they're all normal boots because oh yeah, they're all what? I knew that. Never mind. Anyway, okay, let's read the. It's the club. I mean, just to add up something, they look like this. They're all look so like they're all handsome, like those every anime clubs. I don't know. It just looks like it right now. Anyway, let's continue. It's a club. We have school. It's a club, and we have a school here. It's like totally exclusive and full of only the coolest students. They get together and play video games or something. Okay, here's the first one. Jontron or John. That's is that Jock? Who's wearing also a blazer? I mean a varsity jacket. Interesting. Anyway, that one right there is John, also known as Jontron. His bird name is Jock. John is the president of the drama club. Drama club. I think about it. Oh yeah, it could make so much sense. I mean, he sang one time for John. What was video? What's that video? Banjo Kazooie when he sang "I Always Love You," but with it was all about how car situation. It makes so much sense for him in the drama club. Next, PBG. Next to him is PBG, Peanut Butter Gamer. He and John founded Normal Boots Club together. PBG is one of the best soccer players on our team. Wow. Then there's Jared. People call him the completionist because he is obsessed with completing things. He has the biggest itty bitty kitty collection I ever seen. Oh yeah, that was mentioned in the completionist episode actually. Next to him is Jared. Oh wow, Jared is basically looking to himself. Oh, that's why he's a model. But damn, that face though. It's sparkling out of nowhere on him. Why am I saying these words? There's Satch Bag. Oh. But everyone calls him Satch. He's like crazy smart. Okay. I mean everyone's smart anyway in general, but okay. I guess the geek of the group. Those guys over there is Paul, Nick, and Joss. They read the columns in the school newspaper called Continue. Oh, Continue. I don't know why, for some reason. His face though looks like he is in love with any of them. Sadly, I don't know much of the Continue, but they're cool people too. Paul's the ones that now I found now they're explaining. I guess okay, now I know who's his name. Paul. He looks like he's in love with these two people. Anyway. And the guy in the end is Shane. Oh yeah, this the guy from Digital Gaming. And the guy in the end is here is Shane. He's known more about video games than anyone ever. Digital Gaming. She exhaled a dreamy sigh into her mashed potato. So, how would someone you know join Normal Boots Club? You don't choose the boots, huh? You don't choose the boots, Hana. The boots choose you. Uh, what does that even mean? You have to be the president of the You have to be presented with the boots to be in the club, and they like super selective. What are the boots? The club is the boot status. It's one of their patches, but it's gold plated. It's their mascot, I guess. They do this weird initiation ritual with it. Ritual? I hear they fill a room with candles and hear those creepy robes during initiations. This year, two girls said she saw it once, and they were like all chanting around the boots around. It sounds like they were talking backwards. That's honestly, it felt a reminder of Pitch Perfect for some reason, when the girls were chanting something while singing, saying "I say my name," but at the same time singing. I feel like that's similar to that, but it's weird anyway. Fact, Pitch Perfect. Spoilers for that. Even though I think everyone will already watch this movie, but let's continue. I don't believe her. But I don't believe her, and even if it's true, I don't care if they're a cult. I realize it could be actually a cult for some reason, because they are really hot. Whoa there. I can admit. Do they have a lot of friends? Yeah, tons of friends, I say. They're the most popular kids in school. I mean, everyone in the school totally look at them. I bet they could get any girl in school too. Or boy. Or boy. So fair. Just to be fair with sexual. Just to be fair. Just to be all fair. Okay, that's funny when they put or boy. Okay, that's the fair of the sexuality chain. Okay. For that matter. Hey, are you gonna eat your cake? She shook my head and pushed the plastic tray across the table to her. For the remainder of lunch, I listened to Mai talk about Jared through a mouthful of half-dissolved frosting. Back at the dorm, I sorted through the pile of textbooks, and school left for me. My radio was playing Poppy tune, equal parts music star static. Mai fervently scribed in a notebook at her desk, hunched over it with a strictly poor posture. Hey, Mai! Mm-hmm. She didn't bother to look up. Am I supposed to have a textbook for History 309? She stuffed through the papers on her desk, producing a thick textbooks. A demure man in a powdered wig frowned at me from a cover. Yeah, this one. I sighed. I don't have that one. The school must have missed it. Mai shrugged and set the textbooks in her pile. They have a bunch in the library. You can just check one out. Where's the library? Mai raffled through her notebook and write something down. She tore the paper page out and handed me a cruelly drawn map. Oh, okay. Well, we'll be back a little bit. It took me at least 20 minutes to find the library by the time I realized I was holding the map upside down. The sun was setting. The library was much larger than I expected. The walls inclined from the floor, ceiling with books of all sizes on rough wooden shelves. Intimidated, I headed for the front desk. I love the library actually. I would be there forever for some reason. It's peaceful. On recognizing green-gray jacket went behind the counter. On normal boots, I briefly considered running away. Oh, it's Satch. Can I help you? Too late. Yeah. The school forgot to give me one of the textbooks I was told I was gonna get here. Which one is it? History 309 textbook. He stepped from the counter and motioned for me to follow. We dodged it between the aisles in comfortable silence. He seemed friendly enough. I should say something. What's his name? Again. Shane? Jared? John? Not John. Not John. Because if it's John, it's pretty much the bird. Satch? Huh? You work here? Ugh. Of course you worked here. He chuckled, dimples appearing in his cheeks. Yeah, I'm the librarian assistant. It's my second year. I love it, and I get to help people find books, speak to them. His eyes twitch. Look like a kid's on Christmas. Your book is right down here. He stopped in a row, thick, dusty book. Was this all history? And pulled out the book with a powdered wig man I saw earlier. Thanks! He was waved his hands. It was nothing. Do you need any help or anything else? I want to make a good impression on the normal Boots Club, but I couldn't do anything. No, thanks. You're welcome. As we headed back to the Caverous library, my ease melted away. We weren't talking, but just being near him felt like being wrapped in a soft blanket. I resisted the urge to snuggle up to him. We neared the front desk and stepped around the clump of the studying student. As we passed, is the music stopping? One of them shifted. What? Okay, well. Something flew past my face. A thick piece of triangular paper laid on my feet. I bent over, picked it up. It was surprisingly heavy. There was a quarter inside of it. If it was just hair slower, it wouldn't hit me in the face. There's a student snickered, and I recognized the boy that made fun of my hair the morning among them. My heart dropped, and I scanned my memory for anything I've done to offend them, but came up with nothing. My hand started to shake, and I hid it back my trying to think of something to defend it myself. Why did you do that? A sporty boy. Hey, what do you mean? We're just messing around. Tall boy. Are you suggesting we did it on purpose? I faltered. There was nothing I could say. I was outnumbered. They would twist my words around, no matter how straightforward I was. I question who these people are. No, sorry. One of those boys held his hand out of the paper, inch closer to give it to him, and I angered myself for being so complaint. I wish I were. A gentle warm clothes over my hand took my paper from me. Satch examined the paper closely. I see what the problem is. Your aim would be better if you cut the corners before you could fold it. He placed the paper on the table. The boy looked at him, sheer awe. Be careful though, you almost hit her, and it would be awful. My hands began to sweat and panic. Oh my god. Maybe I have a connection with Satch. Maybe. Jeez, we're sorry. We'll be careful next time. Yeah, that would sound like some... Oh, never mind. Yeah, it was an accident. They apologized. Thanks, I appreciate it. He gave them a wide smile and continued off down the aisle. I followed closely behind my legs and feet. Don't tell them they're stopped because of him. Simply because I was with him. I wanted to thank him, but my heart was pounding so hard I knew my voice would shake. He reached the front of the counter and he scanned my history book. My lips trembled as I willed myself to say anything that thanked him. He tilted his head to the side. What books do you like to read? Fiction. Maybe fan fiction, but I'm just kidding, no it's not. He chuckled. I just finished a good book. I think you'd right up the alley if you... He reached up the counter, pulled out a thick green book and passed it to me. A man in black stood in front of me, hugging up royal robes. It's long, but one of my favorites. The Princess... Really, Bertrand. Anyway, I knew this can't be tough transferring a new school if you ever worried. Just read this. I'll transport you 100 miles away in the school. Second, maybe. Tears strung my eyes. I ducked my head. Thank you, Satch. For more than just the books. You're welcome. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't think I got your name. My name is Hannah Mizuno. I'm a transfer student. Well, it's nice to meet you, Hannah. Let me know how you look the book. I will. They could always gotten better. Not only was Satch impossibly kind, but being around him felt easy, refreshing, like being doused with the mist of waterfall. Oh gosh, what was I thinking? Maybe you're in love, that's why. My cheeks hot. I left the library, two surprisingly heavy books under one arm. I sat up bed, eager to start a new reading material, but Mai was sitting at her desk, carving pencil idly in the pages of a notebook. Every few minutes, she was a long drawn-out sigh as the let her pencil whine against pen paper. I lowered my book and took a bite. Is something wrong, Mai? She let out another deary hot sigh. I hope Jared noticed me this year. I would probably ask the same question to myself. Just kidding. Lol, why am I doing this anyway? I hope Jared noticed me this year. Does Jared know you like him? My world around the fiend shock.
What?
I don't like Jared! Oh. I closed my book and set aside to sign to play along. Well, have you at least tried to talk to him? No. I mean, I have before. Why don't you try again? She bobbered her side to the side, considering that dislike never crossed her mind before. Yeah, maybe I could do that. Satisfied, I picked my book back up. Have you ever had a boyfriend, Hana? Huh? Me? No. No, because I'm lost. Just kidding. Never. Really? Never? Never. I bet in 1,000 yen. Wait, is that 1,000 yen? No, it's not. Actually, it's 10,000 yen. In 10,000 yen, you might meet a totally cute boy here and fall in love by the end of the school year. Well, duh, that's the point of the game anyway. You're crazy. Cray cray. Buried my face back in the book, bearing my from any further discussion. Fallen by the end of the year. Me? If I were being kind of a girl. But I'm not a girl here, by the way. But if this is a character anyway, I'll take that bet. I woke the next morning what felt like a lizard in my throat. What's that song? The first day of school. Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna stop right here because I think that's long enough. So I'm gonna save the game. Day 2. Since we're done with the first day, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is the first part 1 of Asagao's Academy. It's a let's play. So please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this video.